Age-wise, I'm 24, but in reality, I'm only about 3 years old. Because 3 years ago, when I looked like this, I decided to stop postponing my life. And the push I needed was doing a year-long internship halfway through university. I basically did a demo, a 9-to-5 trial, and I hated it. But in reality, it was probably the biggest blessing that's ever happened to me in my life. Because all the times the train was late and I got home at 8 p.m, all the times that I sat at home depressed on a Sunday afternoon because I knew that I had a whole week ahead of me. And all the times I had to say no to seeing friends and family because I had to go to work. It was the glimpse into the future that I desperately needed to realize where I was headed in my life. 1 year was enough, and I decided to take control. 8 months after that, I lost all the weight that I was holding on to. 9 months after, I started the YouTube channel that plaque is from. 15 months in, I was already one of the strongest people in the commercial gym that I went to. A year and a half in, that YouTube channel blew up and it allowed me to not work a 9-to-5 job anymore. And 3 years in, my business had a $100,000 month and it allowed me to go to Thailand. I started with literally nothing to offer. I was a skinny fat gamer kid, yet in 3 years, I got that. So imagine what you can do if you just stopped postponing your life. And the funniest thing is, that whole time during that 3 years, in the day-to-day, it felt like nothing was happening. Some days I slipped back to my old bad habits, I was depressed, but I always crawled it back and kept going. Reality is like tar. It moves really slowly, but if you just keep moving through it, no matter how slow it feels, you'll be surprised where you end up, even just a year from now. Ask yourself how you're spending your time right now. You probably have some obligations, work, school, that you have to do no matter what. But there's a portion of your time that you have that's free time. Time where you can literally do whatever you want. How are you spending that time right now? I spent my days on Reddit, TikTok, porn, eating pizza, and eating loads of McDonald's every day. That doesn't take the pain away, man. That's what creates the pain in the first place. The problem with chasing your happiness through dopamine is that dopamine eventually runs out. When you first start eating shit and watching porn, it feels quite good, but after just a few days, you start hating your life. And I know this very well because I spent the first 21 years of my life like that. You probably already know that it's bad, that you shouldn't do things like that, but you still find yourself sitting around and wasting time because you get told to find this big purpose in your life. But you don't know how to. You don't know what your purpose is and what you're supposed to do in your life. I waited like this. I waited for years and I was waiting for inspiration to strike, to get this grand vision in my head of something, just something that I could dedicate my life to, and it just wouldn't come. But let's be honest, bro. Reddit, TikTok, social media is the last place you're going to find meaning. And I'm going to tell you the big secret. The happiest, most fulfilled you can feel as a man is through earning your own self-respect. When you think about it like this, life becomes very simple because when you're inevitably presented with two choices at any given point in time, all you have to think is, what would make me respect myself more? You'll find that after a while of making decisions like this, something magical will happen. Your mind will actually start working again. You won't feel like a recluse anymore. The depressive symptoms you get will be lower. I remember I used to spend like 12 hours a day gaming, and at random points throughout that day, I just look out at my dark window because it must have been about 2 a.m. I would play games until 4 a.m. and I'd look out that window and just feel sad, man. I was waiting for that inspiration, but it just wouldn't come. I don't get how I thought I'd get inspiration in that state. As you live life like this, your depressive feelings will slowly start to lower, and you'll find yourself getting into better and better moods, almost like higher and higher frequencies of existence, and it's in those frequencies, those moods, that the inspiration is found. Respect yourself enough, be in that mood and that lifestyle for long enough, and you might just find your purpose. So many people think they're stuck in the trenches, they're depressed because they haven't found their purpose. They're waiting for inspiration to strike. From where? People can't find their purpose because they're stuck in the trenches. They're literally numbing their mind. They're stopping it from thinking and getting inspiration. Your mind finds its purpose after you've just destroyed a workout and you're walking in nature, not 5 hours into a scrolling session. So you have a choice to make now. after this video, you can choose to keep going deeper and deeper into the death spiral of social media. Because let's be honest, if this video hits the algorithm and you found this video, you're probably quite deep into it. Or you can stop postponing yourself and start earning your own self-respect, bro. There's a fucking hero inside of you. You know there is, man. You secretly know that you can crush everyone at anything, but you just need to unlock that in your head. Life is literally the best sandbox game of all time, because you can literally do fucking anything. And who cares if it all goes wrong? You can just start again. Let's be honest, you'll be fine. Have a healthy dose of nihilism. If you fail, what's the worst thing that can happen? The worst thing that can really happen is you going into this nice, stable 9 to 5 where you know exactly what's going to happen to your life in 40 years' time. I personally don't want to know. I want to see how far I can get in life. You may as well go out and get what you actually want. And to be honest, bro, it might feel daunting. It might feel hard. But to be honest, after the few days or weeks, once you get stuck into it and you have that self-respect, it becomes a lot easier than you think. It's like starting the gym. The first week or two are hard because you don't know how to start, what machines to go on, what exercise program to do. But after those couple weeks are over and you know the basics, you wonder what the fuck you've been doing your whole life. Why didn't you start doing this earlier? That's it from me, bro. If you want one-to-one mentorship from me on any topic, gym, self-improvement, growing on YouTube, then the link is in the description. You can book a call with me. We can have a little initial talk. That's all from me today, and I'll see you in the next video.